everybody. Before we get started to our presentation, I'd like you guys to prepare to click into this chat room here. It's called chat.kiwibuddy.com. So this is the area for our next session, which when our presentation started, right? So you guys will listen to the first one. So as of like after the first presentation finished, you guys will go into this link and write all the comments and the questions already in the space. I created it especially for you. So you can write comments on each presentation, and our coach Dan will be able to look at that. But for now, any urgent or any other matter in terms of our events here, you guys can use the chat box. But also later on, you guys can type again on the Q&A on the next session. But I will remind you guys again. So now I'd like to, we have 6 more minutes before we can get started to the next session. So now I would like to put you guys to the promoted panelists. So you guys will be able to type in here and chat, and also just please accept to be into the panelists. So I'd like to introduce me, Nga Blanchard. I'm the founder of KiwiBuddy, and also Rose Hạnh to be the host today as well. So Hạnh, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes, sure.
Lovely, thank you. And also I'd like to introduce our coach, Dan. He will be here today, also our coach, but also our judge for best comments and best question. So you guys will see him sometimes like during the event, but also a lot in the chat box as well. So Dan, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Looking forward to reading and hearing all of your comments and questions.
Lovely, thank you very much. And I can see like if you guys can type like where you come from and your name in the chat box here, that'd be awesome. So I can see that some of you guys from Second Corner, and then FPT High School, and also which school here? From Auckland Grammar. That's lovely. Stephen, hi Stephen. It's lovely to have you here. Okay, guys, so keep typing in here. So we will get to know you guys. And now I'd like to go to the next session. All right, Hạnh would like to go ahead and share the screen. All right, so before we get started here, I'd like you guys to know all the housekeeping. Like firstly, like you guys can type in the chat box. You can raise hand when you want to speak, or in the Q&A session, you can unmute yourself at any time to speak, and you can type the question in the chat box right here and write comment in the link that I will repost again in the chat box after that. So we can use that link there for our coach to judge your comment. So now I'd like to introduce our season 3 KiwiBuddy event, which is Shark Tank. Ngân, would you like to move for me? Yeah. So the Shark Tank event here is very special program because it's a real exam for PIHMS master students. They are doing, and we're connecting to PIHMS Studio for you to see like how the setting, and then everyone to will present their presentation and business ideas to our shark. And in this agenda, in this program, our agenda will be divided by 3 parts. The first one will be introduction by me and Hạnh, and also Dr. Nina from PIHMS. And the second part will be the presentation, which we all listen in to our presenters who are PIHMS students, and we'll have the total of 5 presentations altogether. And the audience will have the job, your task will be listen to each of the presentation, and you click on the link, which I will repeat it again, the link to send you to. You can write all the comments, and when you go in there, you can see all the tips that what you would like to write about or what you should look into, but also I will invite our coach Dan to be able to share with you as well. So and in that session, you will prepare to vote for the best business idea. And part 3 will be the interview, which you will be able to interact with PIHMS students. And you can ask, you can learn, you can share, and with all of our presenters. So you can ask any question like relating to their business idea, how they do that, how they study in New Zealand, or anything that you would like to ask, which is valuable for to study as well. So basically, this event is very educational for you. And also in this session here, you will, after you ask all of the presenter, you will be able to vote for the best presenter, like who can answer your question and that you feel that you certified with the answer. And also at the same time, our Kiwi coach then will choose the best question. That's so you guys always have to listen, and you can ask all the questions that you would like, which is like important for you. After that, we'll have to announce the winners and prizes, and then we announce the new Kiwi Buddy program, and I'm sure that lots of you will be very interested in. And we have a very special guest today, but I will announce later on because I only know about that just before our event today. So just wait until then to be able to hear all of our announcement. Right, so now please listen to our main partner today, PIHMS. No sound, Hạnh Ngân.
Have to fix it then. Is the sound not on?
97% of students
Okay, it's
secure
okay now.
within 3 months of graduation, with 85% receiving a promotion within their first year.
Yeah, it's very brief introduction about PIHMS, the education partner who is going to host the Shark Tank event today for us. So thank you very much, PIHMS. Right. And I'd like to introduce our sharks today. So we have 4 of the senior lecturers at PIHMS. Firstly, I would like to introduce Dr. Nina Ryan, who's playing as a HOTLINE shark. Dr. Nina Ryan is business evaluation stream leader. And the second shark will be Mr. Siddharth Bejal. He's playing as cookie cutter shark. And he's also applied hospitality stream leader. Our third shark, Dr. Michael Pochos, he's playing as nurse shark, and he is Dean of Academics at PIHMS. Our last shark today is Mr. John Wash. He's playing as Megamouth shark, and he is tourism stream leader. So we are very fortunate today that we have all the senior lecturers from PIHMS who are supporting PIHMS students as well as all the partners in Vietnam and Cambodia. So I would like to introduce our main actors and actresses today. Firstly, Amika, her business idea will be Smart Beauty Grocery. The second person will be Kyle Gordon. His business idea is the Marble Cocktail Bar and Restaurant in Taupo. The third candidate today is Eileen, and her business idea is the Lit Wine and Tapas Bar. The fourth presenter, Rowan. he is his business idea is Sri Lanka restaurant in Wellington. And Nitin, his business idea is elegant housekeeping services. So thank you very much, our presenters. And I'm very delighted to introduce, to share with you that we are very, very fortunate to have all of our partners here today. We have our special partner, Second Corners from Hoa Sen University and Kiwi, of course. We have Cambridge High School, and the three partners and teams together, we have been running quite a few events already. Then we have the new partners, King's High School in Dunedin, and we have FPTI School and Ban Mai High School from Vietnam. Thank you very, very much. And hopefully in the future, we'll have more partners involved in our activities. Today we have placed prizes for our presenters and also prizes for our audience. So we all work together today to produce quality events, which we all can learn from here, like a lot of soft skills and a lot of study skills. We all in here to win and share and learn from each other. So the sorry, would you like to go back to that slide? Yeah, thank you. So for the presenters, our audience task will have to choose the best presenter and the best business idea and evaluate $40 each, and sponsored by NZI Focus, which I'm the director and founder of NZI Focus as well. So the prizes for our audience is $20 each for the best comment and the best question, which will be voted by our coach, Dan, who's sitting right here behind the scene, and he's also monitoring the chat box. So you guys will have to showcase your writing skill, your thinking skill, and you just have to ask any question that you feel that is beneficial for you. Right, we can go to the next session. Now I'd like to introduce, here's our Kiwi coach, Dan Bells-Cowan, and he's from Canada. So, but I'd like to introduce more about him in the next session. Now, before we get started, I'd like you guys to, if any of you that sign into the platform, you already got the message from me. But if not, what you can do is that you can type on the browser chat.kiwibuddy.com, and this one will take you to the section that I created specially for you. So you will be able to go in there and prepare to write comments, or you can use the barcode right here to take you to the Shark Tank chat room, which you can see like the example. So when you see that, it means that you're in the right place. All right, so I am, my part have already completed. So now I would like to invite Dr. Nina Ryan. All right, Nina. Just a second, please, because I can't see her here. I'm going to like to take over just for now for me, and then I can just look at.
Okay. I've been seeing a lot of like names and a lot of different places in the chat box. It's great to see you guys here. Please do continue to just introduce your name and where you come from, or even maybe change your name here in this meeting so that we all know where you come from, and later on it's easier for us to find out who has the best maybe comment or questions, or yeah. So please continue to introduce yourself. Oh, FPT High School. I've been going like around and doing some like singing shows, but I've never actually been to FPT High School.
Okay, the panelists.
And then some friends from Saigon Corners.
Hey, do
A lot
you
of
see
familiar
me and hear
faces.
me?
We can hear you.
I don't know why, but I cannot turn on my camera on.
Okay, so what I can do, yeah, I'm just promoting you guys to panelists. So when you're in
Okay.
panelists,
There's a lot of you from FPT High School today. That's new. So yeah, welcome to this event of ours. It will be very exciting, and we all encourage you guys to actually interact a lot, because that's what makes it fun. Like there is actually not a script to it. So yeah, like speak as you go on and allow yourself to comment, ask questions, and listen carefully, take notes, because you might win awards. Like an artist in Vietnam after all. Oh yeah, I normally have like a wig on, because for like educational events, I normally just kind of have to look a bit more, I don't know, more soft. But today, yeah, this is my hair. I look like an anime character.
firstly, I'd like to click on to allow to speak. So you guys can speak up. And Pim's getting ready right now to be
Thank you,
on the other
Anne.
side of the camera.
Thank you, Anne. I'm excited to like co-host these events with the Kiwi Buddy team. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, interact more with me, please just join Kiwi Buddy Club through the Road to Success app, which is really easy to download. So yeah, or you can send me a message anywhere on my social media, and I will guide you through the way that you can sign up, because you will be seeing a lot of me. I'm at Foreign Trade University. Hi, Ha. So yeah, we'd love to see you guys in the chat box. So just introduce yourself. I can see some like familiar faces from Saigon Corners, like Anh Khoa. I've been seeing him for like the last three events. Oh, I realize you with the song Internet Love. Yes, yes, that's me. Okay, what should we do while we're waiting? I can see a lot of you guys in here. Please introduce yourself. I think it makes the events more fun, and it's cool if we can interact with each other. You don't have to speak up. You can just chat in the chat box. Sometimes we're shy to speak up.
While we are waiting, I would like to invite Dan. Would you like to share with the students some tips, like what they need to look into, like some information and some tips, how to write the best comments?
Miss Nga, can you check the chat box, because some people are still asking to be in the panelists.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank me. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of me once you like join and be in with the Kiwi Buddy events. Your hair looks so great. I always want to come. Yes. It's actually like I cut it myself and I style it myself too. It's not that difficult, to be honest. Hello, Nga. Let's see this guy. He's actually like sleeping in the other room right now. Hi, why your room so dark? Because I have like my the blinds are closed, and then because I'm in my room and normally I like to keep it like dark when I sleep, and I'm still like in my bedroom, so that's why. It's also like my mini studio as well. The light that's coming from here is actually my big computer screen. Your hair looks so beautiful. Thank you. You guys make me feel good. Thank you.
Hi, guys, can you hear us from this end?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I moved here. Yeah, okay. So sorry for a small delay in this chatting, because we try to have our webcams on for you to see our live. Okay? So let's start now. So my name is Ryan, one of the shots, Hammerhead shots, and Nga Blanchard. She already introduced the panelists who are the rest of the shots here. Okay, so now you will see how pins we do our assessment. One of the way to do our oral or a presentation here. Yeah, so this is actually the exam. Students, 5 postgraduate students here, and they will present to the audience their best idea. They work hard for 10 weeks to get this idea shaped and refined and to present today with the purpose of getting money from the sharks. And the sharks are very rich. We have millions and millions here. We are waiting just for the brilliant ideas to invest in. Okay, so the first presentation will be Nitin. Okay, so please welcome Nitin, and we will start now the Shark Tank.
Thank you very much. And while our presenters doing that, can you guys please unmute yourself so we all can hear clearly?
It's a domestic cleaning company, so we're providing domestic cleaning to the households in Auckland. So my area of service is in North Shore area of Auckland City, and the cleaning service that I'll be offering. For this is a slide technical difficulty. So the cleaning service that we're offering, we actually will have packages for the guests to our customers to choose. So they can choose for like a moving clean, full-out clean, or a regular clean in their house. Or if they want to deep in their kitchen, or if they want to deep in their bathroom, we are ready to serve them. And we'll be charging $40 per hour for services. So what else are they're asking? It will be $40 for the service that we're providing. And we also have an office in Albany area of Auckland, where the customers can walk in and make bookings for. So our timing is flexible, so they can choose any time they would like, and our housekeepers will go and clean their house. And we also have a website where the customers can go and make bookings for. And for the operation of the company, to be done by myself, and I also have a manager. And we have 6 housekeepers working full time in our company, where they will be providing all the cleaning services. And let's go to the interesting part, the financials. So from my market research, I have forecasted for the year 1 operating cost would be $290,000. And I am also forecasted to have a year 1 revenue of $249,000. And a return of investment of 17.99%. That's an average for 3 years. And a contribution margin for average 3 years is also 40%. And the time to recoup the investment is 11.28 months. And I'm also focused to have an initial investment of $110,000 to the company to make sure it's operating for only 6 months with the money, so that we don't have any cash trouble. And with me, I have $50,000 to invest into the company, and I'm here asking you or Sharks to invest $60,000 to my company in terms of a loan, and I am trying to pay back that in 5 years. And just for your information, I already have approached a few banks in Auckland. They are ready to offer at a 6% interest rate for 5 years. And that's my business idea, and let's negotiate.
Thank you. So this is 18%, yeah? Is a return on investment.
Yes, that's yeah.
And currently you're asking us for 60,000.
Yes.
So I see here needed investment only 110, which is not a huge amount. So how you are? Why you are sure? Are you sure that you will be you will succeed?
Yes, absolutely. because the cleaning industry is one of the very lucrative market in Asia Pacific. Independent studies have shown a compound annual growth rate of 7% is very high for any industry. So this is like a must, like it should be a profitable industry. And for myself, I have worked in hospitals for 5 years. So I started my career as a housekeeper, and I promoted to a housekeeping supervisor. And my last 1 year was working as an operations manager in a house cleaning company. So I do have experience and knowledge to run a company, like how the cleaning companies work.
How much will it cost to run the office in Albany? How much will it cost to run the office in Albany?
Asking how much it cost?
Yeah, to run that office, to run that physical office.
The office is at $250,000 per year.
So why do you have that office? Why can't you have a virtual office?
I do have
And
some,
reduce those costs.
that's also a good idea, but I found that most of the cleaning companies they'll have address to someone's home. So I found that like elderly people, like North Shore, especially in Devonport area, it's almost like a retirement area. So for those people, it might be hard to go into the website and make a booking. So having an office like in the urban area in the township, there's a lot of cafes in that area. So people who might come for a coffee in the morning, then when they walk by, they can come and make a booking. So I find that $12,500 a year is a good investment.
Is this business model taking into account COVID-19 or not taking into account COVID-19?
Taking
into account.
Yes.
Now, taking into account COVID-19, do you think people are going to be accepting for an external person coming to their house and cleaning? Would your numbers that you mentioned of your year one revenue allow the fact of level 4 lockdown and outlet for people to travel to other houses or not?
Level 4 lockdown won't allow housekeeping service. Even level 3 won't allow services. But once we are on level 2, then only we can have any kind of like non-action essential services.
Do you have competitors?
Yes, I do have competitors.
How many?
23 in the area.
Okay.
And there's only one competitor offering $40 per hour.
Okay.
Others are like 45 and 50 per hour. So I also find that there's a more like an opportunity to start as a lower rate and get some customer base.
And your supplies, where you get your supplies from?
I have a few different suppliers to get the chemicals. I don't exactly have the name of the company, but I can find that for you.
And people, supplies also means that you have resources, like people to work for.
Right, exactly. So both human and physical resources that you require to staff.
Yes. So the people, the staff, I'll be hiring, placing like job vacancies online. As well, I'll be posting on online platforms like Seek, TradeMe, Jobs, and Student Job Service.
How much are you paying?
So for the housekeepers, I'll be paying on $21.50 per hour, and for the manager, I'll be paying $22.50 per hour.
What is the price of the average price of your service?
$40 per hour. $40 per hour.
$40, yeah.
Yes, per hour.
And it is in Auckland, right?
In Auckland.
And in that region, in that district that you are operating, how many direct competitors?
23.
23. In not just Auckland, but in that region.
In the North Shore area.
23.
We do have a lot of cleaning companies in Auckland, and from the market research, so the cost, the forecast is only I have considered 19% of the population of Auckland who have a revenue of 70,000 plus. So I haven't considered anyone below 70,000, making 10,000 per year. So that is like only 19%. So
Excuse me.
The other 81% would
Excuse
still
me.
bring like maybe at least once a year, like when they move out of their rental home, or if they have like messy house. But so I haven't considered any of that, but I still found that there's not enough supply of cleaners in Auckland. With these numbers, there's at least 138 hours available in Auckland, and my company's cap is 120 hours per week.
Yeah, and what is the income of your business segment? The income of the people who will use your service. What is the minimum income?
I have considered 70% per person. So a household of maybe 2 people, a family. So I have considered 140%.
So if I invest 60,000, what do I get?
At the moment, I'm asking for a loan. So I have a percentage of interest that you are going to offer. But I'm also open for investments.
Okay.
And we can negotiate if you have a plan to invest.
So sharks, please decide now, and the Q&A is over. So please, you either can agree or disagree, or even propose your own plan to them to negotiate.
I think because of COVID and the risk, I don't think I'll be investing in this.
Okay, so this is the opinion from the first shark. Any other?
Excuse me, presenter and judges. Can we pause for a minute? Dr. Nina, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Then
If
it's
you're-
cheaper to run.
If you're willing to stick to an online platform and forget about a physical office, increase your overheads, I would consider investing.
I am ready to take the office away. Because
Which
I-
will reduce your costs.
Yes, that will take. So that will bring the
Operating cost will come down.
to yes.
And no, I won't be loan, I won't be a part of it.
Investor.
I want to invest in this.
So how much percent of the company are you asking for?
That's the question.
So his investment is 50 and he's asking 60. So
Okay.
what kind of ownership you would like to share of the company that you would like to have?
Because since you've got experience and you know this better than me, so I would prefer you run the company and I just be your investor. Just the financial side of things, not the operational side. If you're okay with that, then yeah, I don't mind investing. Because as you said, you have competition, so that means there is a demand. There is a market for it. So if there is a market, might as well capture the market. And with COVID-19, we could think of something else of disinfecting houses of people who had COVID. So we can target a new market. If you're okay with that, then let's go.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, just wait for other sharks as well. Probably we have competition here.
I agree. I think it's a reasonable investment opportunity. I support the opinion that if we get rid of the office, it might be safer in the current climate. So maybe we have to look at some joint investment opportunities. Ooh.
So what is joint? How much each of you?
So you're asking for 60, so if you're ready to go 30-30 each.
Okay, 30-30 each for.
How much percent of the company you asking?
So say 40% and 20-20.
And it is non-voting, which means that he's controlling the.
You are controlling because
Good
this is
to
your idea, your business. I'm just the money.
I would say yes.
Congratulations, deal is done.
Excellent.
Please sharks write the checks of money and please get your money.
Don't put your actual signature down.
Don't put your actual signature. Gee, why not?
Okay, please come and get
Here
it.
we are.
Congratulations for this.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Excellent, and you could get the money.
Cool.
Let's start for your business. First money is out, so thank you. The next one.
Well done.
Get prepared, and please now, sharks are to mark the presentation, and I will mute. So now is the marking for 3 minutes for the sharks here. Okay, so to have the evaluation of the presentation, just give us 2 minutes.
Nina, okay. I think hi guys, the sound is a bit too loud. Okay, so I have received like some sounds a bit too loud and some that they can't hear clearly.
Yes, I think the echo of the room is a bit loud, and that's why we can't follow the presentation clearly. Like we can hear the questions, but when he answers it and when he presents it,
Okay.
it's a bit yeah.
So what we do is I just talk to the technical and I can hear they laugh. Okay, yeah, I can hear that too. I can hear clearly from my end, but I guess probably like everyone's everywhere. So I think probably when we listen to it, firstly we mute our own audio, and then I have asked them to let the students to be closer to the microphone, so that way we will be able to hear as well. So
Yeah.
we'll try to fix out from this end.
Yeah, so that the
but-
echo won't ruin the sound, because it's quite hard to actually like follow 100% of what he was saying before. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So if whoever can hear would like to give comments, like the first one is Hoa Sen University, like Saigon Corners. Would you like to speak up and give comments? And the rest of the audience will write whatever you can hear into the chat room as well. So if you guys can do that for the time being, and then we try to fix the audio from this end. So Saigon Corner, would you like to give the comments?
Okay, can I turn on my mic and speak?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think that you guys are doing a really great job about presenting your ideas and about the question that the shark gave to the presenter. But it's just one tiny bit of thing, because I think the presenter is standing a little bit far away from the microphone. So I think everyone cannot really hear what his answer. But I think everything else is really great.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So did you hear anything?
A little bit.
Okay. So yeah, well, hopefully the second one here will be better as well. So we'll see. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Yes.
Earlier the presenter said that there is about 23 competitors just in the North Island, not Auckland alone. And the Sharks asked him that so there is competition, but I wanted to ask how does his business stand out from the rest of the competition in the market at the moment? But
okay.
no one really answered that.
No, the Q&A will be at the last, the part 3 of the program. But for now, if you would like to ask the presenter any question, you can type into the Q&A, and we will have the Q&A session with all the presenters after this one.
We are ready now for the presentation.
I did, but yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so we'll follow
that. We are ready now to start the second presentation.
Okay, and can you please ask the presenters to be closer to the microphone, because we can't hear from this end.
Speak loudly. Yeah, you have to speak loudly. Speak loud.
No, just that. Please just stand closer. Miss Nga, please tell them to stand closer, because it's loud enough, but it's just like the echo of the room make it unclear. Yeah.
So probably if all the Sharks, if you can turn your microphone off, just while the presenters doing that, it'll be good.
You can start.
Because of echo, yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce the Smart Boutique grocery store, where we help you choose a healthier and more sustainable alternative in your grocery shopping. How does it work? Is that you weigh your empty reusable jars, fill up your ingredients as much or as less as you desire, scan the barcode and simply enjoy. This is to ensure that you are consuming for what you do pay for. We do also provide a same-day delivery to provide you with the freshest, highest quality of produce, and for those who are situated outside of the New Plymouth Central. We also provide a click and collect to be for those who are time sensitive. We provide an 80% organically grown produce. We are also self-sufficient, but we do also import others outside of our business. Our mission is to empower through educating the community of making the most beneficial decision for health and well-being while seeking the wonderful natures of the environment, while also successfully leading in our operational, financial and strategic goals to become the leading sustainable grocery store here in New Zealand. Our SWOT analysis is that we purchase our we purchase our supplies in bulk from our environmentally friendly suppliers and resell that with plastic-free and zero waste packaging. There is a demand here in New Plymouth as our consumers are changing their lifestyles to become more health conscious, so there will always be a demand for our produce. What we're looking at our potential customers is there are 80,000 people here in New Plymouth population. we are forecasting for 152 visits per day. That's 2 per household and 1 visit to the grocery store per week. Looking at our financial, we're looking at 14.4 return on investment, as well as a 10-month payback period. As you can see on the revenue forecast, we are increasing year by year at a steady rate. Our first year we're forecasting for a 10% growth, and our second year for a 15%. That is in hope that COVID international borders does lift up and that we have more brand awareness throughout the year. My request to you is $1 million for a 20% of return on investment for as long as we are open for, while I am borrowing $4 million from the bank and putting $2 million of my own. We live in a world where we think that our planet is at our disposal, so invest in us and you'll be the change that New Zealand hopes for. Thank you.
Why would people buy from here when the supermarkets? So if someone goes for their weekly shopping, etc., countdown or wherever, why would they not get their fruit and veg and get that from you instead, and then do 2 lots of different shopping?
With our one, we do provide fruit and vegetables at our grocery store. However, with our fruit and vegetables, we can certify that it is organically grown. And that may be a more like what I want that a customer can look for.
But how would you convince the customers to not get some of the organic range that they've also got at Countdown and in supermarkets and actually come to you? Or could you just be a white elephant that no one goes to?
What is your unique USP?
Our unique USP is that we are locally sourced compared to maybe Countdown where they bring it in through outside of New Plymouth. Some of our produce are grown within our organisation itself, as well as partnering up with local New Plymouth farms. And what brings them to our grocery store in itself is that we are sustainable, where you only pay for what you are consuming. So that's why you weigh the empty jar beforehand, and then where people can get a bit unlucky with having so much packaging to go to waste.
So there's an online platform, and is there a physical way that people can shop?
Yeah. So we have a store located in New Plymouth Central.
Cool. And you talked about Wellington and Auckland as well.
Sorry?
You talked about Wellington and Auckland as well?
That is in the future plans, yes.
Yeah. And how about pricing? Are you comparable to the places, supermarkets that also provide organic foods, like Countdown?
Yeah.
How far you are above this?
We're in the similar demand. I believe that Pack and Save, the average spend for 2 households is approximately 60 to 70 a week. We're situated about 70 to 75, whereas New World and Countdown is situated about $80 per packs.
Yeah.
So is New Plymouth your pilot test?
Yes, it is just.
So why are you testing this particular concept in New Plymouth and not in a city where there's bigger population and bigger demand?
Less competitors, where we can focus this we are beginning a startup business. We'd like to start up a bit smaller, see where we go. That's why in the long-term plan, we are considering Wellington and Auckland if this does become successful. Pretty much just a pilot test in a smaller area.
And also probably the owner is knowledgeable about this market.
Yes.
Are you running it?
Yes.
And your team is people from the retail industry?
Yes.
From FMCG, fast moving consumer goods.
Okay.
Who's your main customer target?
Our main customer target, we are looking at those with 50K annually income and above, just to be able to afford our produce. That as well, and that's where we're, and environmental lists.
So let's decide on our investment. I'm interested in this. Go back to this, your requirement. It's not huge money.
The thing why it's so big is that without equipment, Our equipment is expensive, whereas we are 3 stories. We've got a garden rooftop where we are self-sufficient. We also have a bakery, a little kitchen where they produce bakery goods for our guests and coffee barista and all that downstairs, and then we're in shelves and stuff. So after the first year, our second year expected net income is about 700,000. Looking at.
What do you need from us?
That's really.
This is revenue.
Revenue. This is food and beverage.
This is
revenue.
profit.
Yeah.
And this is the sales. So can you go to the slides where you ask the money from us? Right, let's see your proposal. So basically you want to borrow 4 million. Is it from us or
No,
not?
1 million.
So this is us here, right?
Yeah.
This is you want to borrow already
From
you
the
have.
bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is your million here as well,
My
right?
bank, yeah.
So 1 million.
Actually,
Or
never knew that. I
20%.
never knew that. My God.
I can afford those.
So basically your entire investment is worth $7 million.
Yeah. To start off.
Start off.
Yes.
Now.
And be stable.
So I'm curious, here 2 million and you have one, we are only for 20%. I'm interested in that project, but I would ask for more.
Because we are, we've got a 10-month payback period. So that is quite fast. So that is why I put 20% on.
What are we paying back in 10 months?
The payback period.
For who?
For the business.
For the initial investment.
For the initial investment. 10 months.
Very good. Yes.
Guaranteed.
Got you.
That's a guarantee.
Forecasted.
I like the idea.
So the idea is that we would just get our money back and not a part ownership of the business.
Yeah, so you have a 20%. So whatever we earn for the time of that we're open for, you'll get 20% of the investment that we
Not
make.
very optimistic, is it? For the time you're open for.
How long will we be open? We're forecasting
For a
3
week
years.
or for a
And
week.
5 years.
No, she will open it and immediately close. And
Exactly.
take the money.
No worries.
So, I'm interested
Good
and
price.
I
I'm
like the
interested
sustainability idea. I would offer you 1 million, but at 30%. Any other offer from the shops?
What have you just offered?
1
million.
For 30%. So you can have other proposal and
Well,
work
I
together.
was thinking that maybe each of us gets 10% and puts 250,000 in ourselves. And then you've got 4 sharks
Who has the expertise?
and you still have 60% of the business.
Who has the expertise? Will you only be providing me the money and then I make the decisions for the business itself?
Is that what you want?
Or would you be wanting like board meetings and decisions
I
and
think
ideas put in?
I want board meetings.
I want
I'm suspicious about this business.
Otherwise, you have to go on holiday. Is this how you got your 2 million to be able to put into this? Hey, have you sharked someone else? And you're trying to shark sharks? I think she's trying to shark sharks.
She is. So
250,000 each, 10% each. We're on the board.
So basically, that means you have 60%.
You
ownership
still
of
own
your
60%, but we
Still
ask you
own
to have meeting with us periodically
that's
to
right.
check how you're doing.
Okay, so board meetings are fine, ideas are fine, but with the last decisions, do I get to make the last?
Sure, because you are
Okay,
60.
That's great.
Congratulations. We will give you money right now.
Real money? His
So 200. And 50,000. Yeah. 50,000 dollars. Okay.
I
Congratulations.
expect to see financial reports.
There you go. In Pim's money.
And plus, I'm asking your attendance.
Congratulations.
Right, well done.
And you have got the money from all of us. We are in the same boat now, sharks. So now the time for marking and 2 minutes.
Okay, now it's the marking time, so I guess this time we all can hear clearer, so I hope. So now I would like to invite FPT team. Would you like to give a comment? Please unmute yourself and speak up.
Yeah, so after their presentations, I feel like she does have the ideas and the strategies when she have problems. And basically, I don't know much thing about economy, but I feel like with that insurance of debt, with that money investment, and I think, well, that's a good idea to start up a business. And I hope that idea, that investment will be great in the future.
That's lovely. You haven't, would you like to say anything more, or anyone from your team would like to say anything?
Well,
sometimes while we are waiting.
Yeah, I think they are really good at, how to handle with those problems, because during the COVID, it's really hard to keep up a business, and you have to have some plans when there are some problems, and you need to know how to solve that. And I think with her ideas, with her talent, yeah, that's really good. That's a good strategy to for a business.
Well done. Thank you very much. And we still have some time. So I just wonder if Dan, would you like to come on and say, you ready now? Are you ready, presenter? You just go ahead and screen share, and then we just stop talking. Dan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, would you like to give students quick tips on how to best write the comments and what they need to look at?
Sure. So I guess overall, like the general idea to the comments is for you to think.
Okay, so we start now. The next.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Who will present mobile account? And let's start now.
Awesome. Thank you. So we'll invite you back after this presentation. Dan, thank you.
When you get the mobile account.
And Kyle, it's been really great for our Kiwi Buddy program as well. So all the best, Kyle.
If I was going to bring a horse, I've not bought on a horse, I've bought on a cow.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my presentation today. My name is Kyle Goddamn, because at the end of this presentation, you're going to be saying, Goddamn, that was a really good presentation. And I'm going to be saying, I know. Wow, that's more Kyle, goddamn. Well, Marble Cow is a speakeasy themed cocktail bar and restaurant. It specializes in handcrafted cocktails. Our staffing roster includes only the best of the best from around New Zealand. Oh, a cocktail bar, is that all? Heck no. We provide a warm and welcoming environment with excellent views of Lake Taupo from up high, pub-style grub, and among all, sustainable practices. Man, that is such a vibe. That's right. We focus on employee retention and engagement practices to ensure our organizational culture is elite. The hidden bars all around Melbourne and Sydney are where we draw our inspiration, creating anything and everything the guests could want. Doesn't it make you jealous? Don't you just want to be a part of this whole next level thing we've got going on here? If I were you, I'd be jealous. So, our mission statement is to provide excellent and customized service to each and every guest with knowledgeable product recommendations, satisfying all and providing a safe, warm, welcoming and entertaining location for the various crowds of Taupo. We aim to have knowledgeable product recommendations, be well known, and to break even eventually. So here is a brief view of our market analysis. You can see there is definitely an opportunity to grow in this industry as per the 2018 industry sales statistics. And based on our direct competitors, we average one guest to spend $50 per visit. That's based on one entree, one main, one cocktail, totaling $50. And it's kind of in line with the rest of our competitors. As you can see, we expect roughly 17,680 guests to visit per year. At an expected business growth of 10% per year, we can expect to be taking $1,069,000 in revenue in the third year alone. So taking into account all of our costs and tax, we end up with $123,000 in income. And that's just mouthwatering. Stop, Kyle, goddamn. What does that mean? We'll have an average ROI of 12.75% over the first 3 years. So that's once we've paid off the initial startup costs. We'll make money with the first year of operation, which is insane. And also take into account that a bank loan will be paid off over 5 years, at which point our earnings will just skyrocket. And now I hear you, what about me? Well, various sharks, direct your attention away from the sexy bartender. I am offering you a 40% stake in my business. Yes, with a 40% dividend. In exchange for a measly $200,000 investment. Floor is now open. Thank you for your time.
Okay, speak easy.
We've brought this good luck.
Alright, so basically you asked for $200,000 for 40%.
That's correct.
Okay. What's your investment?
$300,000. So overall, it's going to cost $760,000 to finance the business, including startup costs and first years. Right? So $360,000 from the bank loan, paid off 5 years, $72,000 a year.
Okay.
And so 200 from you, 300 from me. I'd have 60% of the costs as well as the shares. You'd have 40%.
And your role in this is?
I am the bar manager, the CEO. So I'm in charge of the front of house drinks operations. My deputy CEO is in charge of the kitchen operations. I have a duty manager underneath me, and I think I have 2 bar managers as well, and my kitchen attendant. So overall, that's 7 employees.
So what sets you apart from other bars in Taupo?
Well, so the competitive analysis that you didn't quite get to see a lot of on the presentation, I'm sorry. Taupo doesn't really have a lot. So being a tourist town, we have a lot of people coming through the town. It's the middle of the North Island, right? So you would think that the hospitality and tourism businesses that we have on site would be affordable for those that live there. You'd think that they would be good quality with heaps of range, but there just really isn't. There's no cocktail bar, and especially over that kind of price. And there's no place in Taupo, let alone the North Island that I'm aware of, that will handcraft a cocktail and make something based on your needs.
So is there a market for it then in Taupo?
I fully believe there is. So there's no university there, but there are the other schools, excluding the high school below. Everything above there, we have we have WIT here in New Zealand. There's something similar, I don't know the name of it. But I personally left Taupo and I'm not going back because there's nothing for me there.
When you open the business.
When I open business, if you're lucky. No, I fully believe it's a market there. We've got 2 high schools, and a lot of them are overage. Plus, the tourism that flows through the town, especially, that's just gonna. I think that's gonna have a huge impact.
So it says 17,680 guests per year.
I expect that. Yes.
That's what you said.
Yes.
So that's 49 guests per day.
Yes.
Quite
Quite a low number.
conservative.
It is quite low number.
It's a
However,
scenario, conservative scenario.
yeah. So that's based on actually having 2 people show up per month. Well, the same person show up twice in 1 month. So you can see within the report here, I'm not going to.
So that's like Taupo residents
yes.
as well as.
Yes, so that's including the population of Taupo and any number of tourists that would be in the town at any one time. With my own share of the market, we have 43 competitors, but 4 direct competitors. So bringing the number down, comes to a total of 17,680 per year. Again, it's just approximate.
What's your covers? How many covers?
That was that, sorry. So 17,680 per year.
How many covers in this restaurant?
How many can we have at one time?
Capacity.
I don't have a number. Honestly, we haven't. Oh, actually, do I have tables calculated? It will be at the bottom of the report. However many tables, however many chairs I've purchased, that should give you an approximate on the final page.
So what about the premise itself?
Yes.
Have you got that?
I do. So it's in the LaRue building. It overlooks the Tongariro domain, and you can see Lake Taupo from it. So,
what's the rent for that per week or?
Well, considering it is an office building, that has recently, the business inside has gone out of business. No point in like the rent, whereas it's COVID. COVID has hit the business quite hard, and so.
That was a non-tourism business.
No, it was it's like time sharing. Yeah. So I've taken over their space. I'm building a bar in there, and I'm making this accessible to people that are in this side of town. On Taupo, there is one street filled with the nightclubs and the eatery places, and that's just where everything is. And there's never any parking around there. So my business is about 2 streets this way with a better view of the domain. You can still see the lake. More foot traffic in this area.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's now to think of our decision and any further proposal if you want to make.
Pretty good. Do we get free drinks?
For a 40% dividend, you should be able to pay your own drinks. However, what I will do is I will handcraft your cocktail.
So you'll make a special cocktail for me if I am.
And if you're lucky, I might put on menu.
Are you thinking of expanding in the future? Like right now, microbreweries are taking over. Do you think of expanding?
Is that an offer for further investment?
Yes. Because see, at the end of the day, you are speakeasy. Speakeasy means everything is below the table. You know,
it's the thing. I'm not moving illegally.
No,
I'm definitely following all legislation.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that will be it. So
I will
initially,
I will invest if you're willing to think of expansion in the future.
And with you, to expand with you,
To
not
expand with me.
Yeah.
With me alone.
that's absolutely not a no. With you alone, though,
No other
that
shot.
depends on your investment.
No other shot.
Yeah,
No
he
other
wants to
shot.
have the right before us to choose whether he will further invest with you.
Okay, I understand. I'm gonna put cork in it, and let's bounce between the offers. I'm gonna weigh them up, see what you got.
Okay, so this is the first offer. He wants to have the right, preference, preferential.
You're asking for how much?
200 to finance the rest of
200
this
for
business.
40%.
Correct.
Yeah. So if I invest 350 for 55%. Why
I'm not going to take that. What I would do instead is I would take the extra money and I would probably invest in getting better equipment. What I've got right now in my business is not the bare minimum, but the most efficient. So I would use that money to maybe even up my employees' wages and salary, if they require, and to probably invest more in better equipment.
But
You
I
should
get
see-
final say.
You would get final say in the equipment. I'm willing to give you that.
I get final say.
Any other offer from the Sharks?
Negotiation.
I'll leave it to Sid. I'm a weird hippie who doesn't drink very much, so you know.
And I think he's very strong, so I don't want to compete with him.
Mocktails.
Mocktails.
And pub food. Did you miss it?
I also, out of respect for my esteemed colleague, do not want to get into a bidding war. So I will.
That's disappointing.
I will leave all three for Mr.
So now I see
Bailey.
you only have me. So
Basically.
So maybe Mr. Bailey will now
Yeah,
renegotiate.
yes, I'm thinking, but how to go so that I don't want to fight with the cookie cutter shark. So.
Actually, this is a restaurant leaving cookie cutter makes a lot of sense. You see, it just goes hand in hand.
Okay, my proposal to you is I want to be safe because during this time, I don't want to be risky, so I provide loan to you. So you have this investor as the one option, or from myself, I'm offering you money, not as the investor, but as the lender at the rate, because it's quite risky as well, so 10%.
10% for a loan? Of how much?
The entire amount.
The entire, the
Yeah,
200?
yes, and for the
Would
maturity.
you consider including the bank loan to that? $560,000.
Oh.
I can remove the bank loan and only go through it at a rate of 10%, maybe 9%.
Yes, I will even take that part, even the bank loan and plus investment at 10%, and for 10 years. You need to return me in 10 years time. And during the time, 10% every. By the way, it's a very good deal because you know that in New Zealand we have the interest rate is increasing. I don't know. You choose either the options there.
No, she does have a point. Again, I'm not saying no. I'm just telling you, I've got experience in this industry.
How much would you take over from me?
As I said, I would have the final say.
So you would have the final say in purchase of the equipment that you would be
with regards to organizing, since you're running and you're the bar manager, I will let you have operation control. But I will just have financial control.
So you want to be my boss?
I won't be your boss, I'll be working with you. There's a difference.
As a partner.
With the final say with regards to financials, not operation. Operation, I have no say.
Okay, now I gotta be honest, you're probably better financial minded than I am, but you're probably better financial minded than he is.
But I'm just giving you loan. I don't provide my financial expertise. I just give you, and you decide. And actually, his proposal is also helping you financially. And but he will share the profit with you. Me, I'm giving you money. Give me interest. So this is different. And I'm not in your business. Okay.
I'm sharing my expertise as well.
Decide.
I'm sharing my expertise
this
with
is
you.
difficult. What do you
And
think?
you can only imagine how much this man drank when he was younger. So.
I think before he came in here.
I think we're pretty fine getting into partnership with 5 people. Yeah, I think we can go.
Okay with that?
Yeah.
Done. Congratulations. Okay, take the money and the marking now for 2 minutes.
Awesome, thank you very much. Lovely. Now, guys, back to the audience. So I'm sure that you really enjoy the presentation by Kyle Gordon, just like I do. So now I would like to invite, firstly, one team, either Ban Mai or PIHMS Vietnam. So who would like to come forward and give 1 minute's comment? And the rest of the team, please go to the chat room. Hang on, can you please type that link onto the box again, so everyone can type your comments into the chat room, which our judge and coach then will be waiting for you there to find the best comment. So now, who would like to come forward and spend 1 minute comment? Ban Mai team, are you here? Selina Duan. Yes, okay, go ahead. Would you like to unmute yourself and speak up, please? Selina? Would you like to unmute yourself?
Yes,
all right.
Here. Hello?
Yes. Can you speak?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay. So far so good. I think that is one of the best presenter that I have seen, and I love the theme that he brings to us.
Who present his Colombo Sri Lankan restaurant concept.
Oh, okay. So, sorry, the other side they take control because they have to do all the screen sharing. So if you would like to type the comment into the box, that would be good, to the chat room.
So this
thank you, and thank you very much.
Go through it. You all can just have a look in that. Okay. So business name is RK Investment. Okay, we are trading as a Colombo restaurant in Wellington. We are planning to cater for 73,000 hours per annum with unique Sri Lankan food. And the total investment for the business is 2,497,720. Our target is to generate 2,155,000 in first year and increasing on second year and third year as well. And owner share is 1,497,720. And we are short of another 1 million. So we are just looking for investors for 1 million for the business. Our business is basically in Wellington CBD, so it's a very busy area. And there's no Sri Lankan restaurants around the area at the moment. So we got a couple of other Asian restaurants, but nobody is serving the Sri Lankan style food over there. And we do all vegetarian, gluten-free, and all that stuff. And open for lunch and dinner. And the restaurant capacity is 50 in a time, so we open up for lunch and dinner throughout the year. And these are the couple of pictures of our food that we are going to serve. And so we have calculated around over 50,000 and people who are making in the Wellington region, just to make our calculations. So it is around 37%. From that, we have calculated around 73,000 hours we can do it in a year. And there are around 300 restaurants in the CBD area, but we don't get any Sri Lankan food in any of those places. So, but many Asian restaurants are there. So that's the plan, just to bridge the gap and make some money on that. So at the moment, direct competitors are PIHMS and the All Quarter and the Yellow Chili. All these three people are having a very high standard food and customer ratings also. And we are planning to expand our business to other major cities as well. And after first year, we are planning to open up the loyalty program for customers and franchise our business as well. And this first year, basically, we are making 2,555,000 and with a net profit of 32,544. And the second year is 2,810,550 with profits of 76,304. And third year, 3,372,600 with a profit of 326,560. That's it.
Yeah, go back to your executive summary. Probably we can see the proposal. Just one second. The executive summary. Thank you. Right. So, any questions?
So you need $1 million.
Yes.
So what are you going to offer for $1 million?
10% maybe.
What's that?
10%.
10%? 10% for $1 million?
What's your investment? What's your investment?
1,490,000.
So it means you own 90%, and I'm giving you $1 million, and I'm only getting 10%.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So you're investing $1.5 million,
yeah,
and having 90% of the company, and I'm investing $1 million, and I'm getting 10%. Yeah. Not very fair.
We like your proposal.
Playing hardball. Yeah, because if I invest another 500,000 more, it's the same amount.
So that's true. So we can negotiate that actually.
He's expecting us to negotiate.
Somewhere that's how we're talking about.
No, we are talking.
Okay. So currently in Wellington, there isn't a Sri Lankan restaurant. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
There is no Sri Lankan restaurant. Okay, not at all. Now, forgive me for asking, but is there a difference between Sri Lankan and Indian?
Some of the dishes, yeah, there are traditional restaurants.
Okay.
Food they are here.
So
some of the things are matching up, almost pretty much similar dishes are there, but still there are few, not few, actually a lot more there. Okay.
Is there a big population of Sri Lankans in Wellington?
It's around 200,000.
So big one.
Big market.
Yeah.
Big market. Okay.
How many?
200,000.
200,000 Sri Lankans in Wellington.
Yeah.
And actually, Sri Lankan and Indian have some similarities.
Yeah, definitely.
He can cover even the Indian market.
So we can, yeah.
South of India. Yeah. Close by.
Hang on, did you say there's 200,000 Sri Lankans in Wellington? But the population of Wellington is 542,000.
Sorry,
yeah. I think population should be more. Probably missing 1 0 there in your slides. Go to the target market size in your slides. Mr. John Walsh or target market size, which
Target
is
market, number 7.
slide 7. Go to slide 7. Because our mega mouth shark is questioning about the total population, only 500,000. And you say how many?
You think it's 200,000 Sri Lankans? Maybe 20,000.
Maybe 20,000. 20,000.
Maybe 20,000.
Okay, 20,000. Okay.
Does that include the Indian population?
Okay.
Does, what about, so there's 20,000 Sri Lankans? How many Indians?
Indian population is more than that,
Okay.
and the other is very here. Because Sri Lanka is very limited compared to the other other Asian countries.
Now, do you have expertise in running a restaurant?
Yeah, we have a Sri Lankan chef who got experience around more than 10 years in trade.
Okay.
So
your chef has more than 10 years of experience.
So the main person got there, either one who's cooking all the food and stuff. So goes out, so we can't run the restaurant.
My next important question, is your food going to be bastardized or is it going to be genuine traditional Sri Lankan cuisine?
Genuine Sri Lankan.
So you're not going to alter it based on palates?
No.
So can the Wellington population cope with authentic American food?
Like because they
won't be able to cope with authentic Indian food.
Oh no.
Yes, so we try to find if we can match the needs of New Zealanders or Wellingtoners.
Yeah, so
Wellingtonians in terms of the Sri Lankan food, because whenever you put it into another market, we need to adjust the taste. So are you willing to change?
Yeah, of course, yes. We can do that one.
I like that.
So we can.
There's revenue, so it's willing to bastardize. That's good.
Actually, John.
And plus the liquor license as well. Are you getting a liquor license?
Yeah, just for the beer and stuff.
So it's just beer and wine.
Yeah.
So I remember in previous seasons of Shark Tank, we did, like me and Mr. Megamao Shark, we tried with Sri Lankan food before, even here. So one of the projects was, and it was delicious. So I really want to invest in, but it's huge amount that I think that I need to think very carefully. So, and I'm obviously not happy with 10%.
No.
So my proposal, I believe Wellington is a good place too, because it is expanding. There is a potential there to explore the market for Sri Lanka.
It's running well there.
So I'm proposing 1 million, right? 1 million for 40%. Yes, for 40%. Ownership share of your company. 40, not 10. Okay, so this is my proposal. So let's see how about other sharks.
First of all, before I comment on that, what about the building? Are you going to own the building, or is the building going to be rented or leased? Rent, lease.
Yeah.
Okay, how much is that?
70,000 pounds.
How much of your menu will be vegetarian or vegan?
That's between
30% of the menu, different dishes will be vegetarian?
Yeah.
You won one.
Is that in line with Sri Lankan food? Is that in line with Sri Lankan food?
This shark is a vegan.
This shark is a vegan.
All of it.
What I'm really interested in is that in 3 years you want to franchise your business. So no, in your goal, if you I think next after that, in 3 years you want to franchise your business.
Yeah.
In other locations.
In other locations.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Probably going to Auckland to
bigger markets, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're looking at bigger markets as well. So Auckland, Christchurch, college places in Eden and the south.
So you don't find much Sri Lankan restaurants operating in this. There's a chance out for
With your goal of expanding, it's definitely intriguing investment. So
and also Indian food.
exactly, I know. We are sort of neighbors, you know. I'm from the South Chennai, so Chennai, Sri Lanka, not far. Go first. So Dr. Ryan is giving you 1 million for 40%.
You can share, or you can have better offer.
What do you think of sharing it?
I'm fine, yes.
So 500,000 each for 20 and 20. Good. Yeah. You okay with that?
You want to join?
I can't support the slaughter of animals.
All right, John.
You can join in.
He's very like.
I'm thinking about this. What about 15% each for 350,000 each?
350.
Yeah.
So then you get extra a little bit, which is 1,050,000.
Just to give away 5% more.
You do have two options, either with two of us at the 40%, yeah, equally sharing, or three of us with extra 50,000, but you are giving up 5% extra
5%
of the ownership.
However, you're also giving up either 30% more or 35% more than you originally wanted.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, yeah. But then what you have is in the team we have 3 people.
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah. That's a good option.
Our experience. So you agree?
Yeah. So
To
350.
3 people in the team?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Excellent.
Deal. How much we need to pay?
350,000.
Okay.
What are you going to do with the extra money?
Now we just invest less.
We talk about creative accounting.
I can just go
So my check for my savings.
Yes, congratulations. And this your last check you have got from us.
Thanks.
Thank you. And now is the time for marking. Yes, 2 minutes for marking.
Okay, everybody, we have 2 minutes, and now I would like to invite the team from King's High School. Would you like to come forward and give a comment? 1 minute. So who's
Sounds
from
good,
King's
Nga.
High School?
Hi, Nga, it's Tess here. It's great to be part of it. And the boys are here. So I think, Cam, you were going to ask a question.
A comment. A question
Or
will
comment.
be said. Yeah, a comment about the feedback and what's your thoughts on the presentation?
Oh, thanks. I thought it was a really good presentation on the whole. I thought it was like delivered pretty clear, and like all of the plans I thought were outlaid in like a pretty like clear idea of what you wanted to do and a pretty clear idea of how you wanted to do it, which was like communicated really well, and I thought that was really good. And I also thought on the financial side of things, I also thought that was like your plan for that was also really good as well. And
So
I
this
thought
is the final presentation with Eileen, the lead, the final presentation of today.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks, King's team. We'll chat more in the Q&A session.
No, that's great.
So now the last presentations, and you guys please remember to type the comment in the link, and if Hạnh can type that link back into the chat box, that'd be good. Okay, take it away, guys.
I know.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Lit, since we lift the lid on the Spanish bar culture and a New Zealand context. Zip, nibble, zip, nibble, and repeat. That's us. We offer a selection of wines from all over New Zealand, beers and cocktails. And what happens when we consume alcohol? We crave salty food, which also prevents us from getting drunk. The Spanish bar culture is about social drinks paired with bite-sized tapas. We offer a great choice in 2 sizes. A tapa serves 1, a ración serves up to 3 people. Spanish flavors with New Zealand ingredients. The farm to fork concept is key. We cater a range of social occasions. The courtyard, the bar, and the outside area are more open and social.
while the window booths are more cozy and private. Simply perfect for a casual after-work catch-up or an entire dinner experience. One team, one dream. With hospitality at our heart, our diverse team is in full cry after providing outstanding guest experience. So, to get and stay on top of the game, we want to maximize profitability, customer experience, and job satisfaction. Therefore, we have a system in place that ensures and controls strong marketing, outstanding service, consistent quality, and a highly engaged workforce. So, why us? Well, why not? We enter a market with an increasing interest in foreign cultures, a demand for more variety in the bar scene, and a heightened will to support the local economy. We are the answer to all of this. We have forecasted a payback period of 9 months and an average ROI of around 36% over the first 3 years of operations. We have to sell around 22,000 covers in the first year in order to break even. Compared to our annual demand of around 61,000 covers, we think there's great opportunity. Our business plan is forecasting an average sales growth of 4%. And now, let's talk about money. $1.7 million. That's the critical number to get started, made up of startup and ongoing costs for the first year. We invest around $630,000, and we are looking at a bank loan of $960,000 over 6 years at around 6% interest. We need you for the remaining $136,000, which would give you a company ownership of 7%. So let's do this.
First question is why it is only 130 from us? Go back to the proposal to us. Why you don't want to have more money from us here? You borrow too much. Why you don't ask from us?
Because I want to make decisions as many as possible. I don't want to rely on you.
I felt that was aimed at me.
What are these so mean? And actually, but the bank loan, I think it worked out quite well, so I don't need you for too much.
So do you want the shots or you don't?
I just want to.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Shock.
So it looks like
Why you don't get the loan from them in the total amount of this and that, avoiding us?
Because I want to make decisions. And I want to.
Yeah, but if
You only need to retain 49% of the business.
What's that? Sorry.
You can retain 49% of the business and still make decisions.
Yeah.
I could. But I won't.
So you're asking only 136, yeah? Are you sure only that money?
Yes.
We are rich. We can give
My
more if
business
we are
plan
interested.
worked out with that
That's right.
quite well, so I stick to that number.
So where are you going to start this? In New Plymouth?
In New Plymouth,
Okay,
yes, in the
okay.
CBD.
So who are your main competitors? Who are the main competitors in New Plymouth?
So we've got 80 players, and we've figured out 3 competitors.
Okay.
Though I do think we only actually did one direct competitor, which would be Nga Blanchard.
Okay.
They have a similar concept, though they are Japanese influenced. However, they have the big weakness that their menu is never changing.
Okay.
And compared to ours, their menu is pretty small as well. Plus, the courtyard where they are based is packed every weekend. And if you go there and ask the customers are pretty annoyed by that. Plus, they keep going there because they are lacking alternatives.
Okay.
So, but isn't that a good thing though? If the menu never changes and if they're always full, they're clearly doing something right.
Oh, well, I'm only mentioning that actually because of my experience with what I've heard. Customers would go there more often if they had more choice, but they got bored of the menu because you go there once every 6 months and then you can enjoy it. But if you want to go there more often, then yeah, it bores you.
I'm impressed by your project. By ROI that you gave us.
Same.
The same, you are impressed by yourself. That is good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yes, and this project actually I read, so I see there is this solid foundation to see that you can get a profit. I want more. I'm very interested in your project. So I want to invest more. Okay, I'm still keeping my point that I would like to give you this equivalent money that you invest exactly the same amount, but I'm just asking for 49% of ownership, which means you still decide because you have 51. Then you can borrow less from me. I have money. I'm interested. It's huge profit.
So what you're saying is 49%
of the ownership for the same money that you invest. So here should be 629,633. But I'm still giving you the right to decide. Then you don't need to borrow that much from the bank.
Who else? You've consulted with Jason Therapy.
Yes, I did.
He's your consultant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is the consultant?
Jason.
Jason. For sure, I would like to ask the right to override that.
You've got Jason as a consultant.
Consultant on what?
Guessing.
Mentor on what? On operations?
He's my mentor for everything.
Even for financial part, no. I will be.
I figured out that I'm not too bad at that. I may.
All right. So,
how many staff do you need?
How many staff?
Yeah,
How many staff?
I'm thinking back.
Because what I can see over here, your salary and wages are for the first year $417,000.
Yeah.
That's high.
For a year. For a year. Yes,
So
and the
how
staff.
many staff do you need?
There is a staff here.
And it's 60,000 a year, that's only 7 staff.
It's not much.
60,000 a year, that's 7 staff, you know.
How big-
50,000 a
Yeah,
year,
it must be
that's 8
around
staff.
there. Honestly, it's somewhere.
Here. This
It's a while ago that I calculated that.
Would you be willing to consider going entirely plant-based for this business idea?
Would I consider?
Entirely plant-based, no animal products?
Ooh, oh, you like this, don't you? You like that?
I
Line of
wish-
inquiry.
I wish to do so in order to please you, but no, I won't.
No? Okay.
Because that's unfortunately not what the Spanish bar culture is about.
I
It's
believe
like half-half, I would say,
Okay.
but not naturally plant-based. So I think to kick off, I'd rather keep it authentic, and then
She'd rather kill some animals. That's what she's saying.
I'm not saying that.
So,
Not kill them, just eat them.
so for the salary, we are all right because we just checked your proposal.
How many employees do I have?
You have enough. You have enough to manage.
Yeah, cool. It's fine with that.
Yeah, it's a very low ownership.
How much are you going to pay yourself?
Do you
For
know
now,
him?
nothing. I'll
Okay.
wait how we go.
Good to know.
Good to
Good.
know. She works for free.
As we do.
I'm looking at the 7%. I'm not very happy.
That's it.
I know.
That's it?
It is very sad. It is very sad. Because so far I invested in all the restaurants that have come up here. But
So what are we going to do about that?
I don't know because you're not willing to budge. You're not willing to move. You're saying that you only want $136,000. You don't want more than that. And the second thing you're
Come
not.
up with an offer.
This gentleman brings with him a wealth of experience.
And I like eating. I'm sitting there every day.
I heard about that. We also have your favorite beer offer.
Oh, okay. Now that's interesting. Right. So say how about $250,000 I invest for 35%. I'll invest 250,000 for 35%, and you get the same. You do what you want to do. But all I would have to do is I have to see the books on a regular basis.
For how much? For
35%.
35%, yeah?
35%.
Share.
Yeah,
Okay.
35%.
So this is cookie
Cookie.
Katasha.
Yes.
Okay, myself, I'm proposing another option. Okay, so that is yeah. So what I'm proposing you previously is the same amount, 629, 663, 449. And any other offer? Oh.
I'll reach out again as soon as we expand. And I go back to that plant-based option.
Okay, you think of this, and probably we are waiting for others if they want to be in or not, or which one.
I think I will let you two fight this out. I think I will let you two fight this out.
So, okay,
On
it's
camera,
your
preferably.
call. It's your call. It's your decision. Because now what I'm saying, I'll give you 250,000. Yes, and I'll let you have control of your company. I'll stay in the back. Once in a while, I might give my input if needed. But I asked for 35.
You need calculator if you want.
25.
35.
And I said
And
25.
you're offering me, you're saying 25.
Yes.
So if I bring it up to 300,000, do I get 30?
What?
Because you said give me 25% for 250,000.
You only doubled the amount. Why would I then give you 35? That's why I said, well, you can double the amount of money and then I give you 25%.
Tough discussions.
Pressure going on there, isn't
Is that it?
He's scared now.
I am. Pretty sure I won't have a say in the company.
No, I think.
Okay, fair enough. If you're saying 250,000 for 25%.
For 25? That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay.
She's so controlling. Even I give her so much money, she's not interested.
She's
a strong woman. She's showing leadership. She can
Yes.
do it herself.
All right, so,
No, I'm advising my friend, my shop. Maybe I have a shop.
so 250,000 for 25%.
Plus one thing. Whenever you want to remove money, you can, okay? Because she's too controlling. With that right to withdraw your money whenever you want. Is it okay? He can withdraw money. He still invests in you at your proposal.
You were whispering. I actually didn't get what you were saying.
That is good. That is good.
250,000, 25%. Okay. I'm okay with that. But Dr. Ryan is offering you 629,633 for 49%, which is very much matching what you invested.
This is no option for me.
She doesn't like it. So I said she's controlling. So
25% is
you
your
are
max.
fine, right?
You're not willing to go more than that.
Take it or leave it.
She has a very profitable business, and she's setting her tone now. So it's you accept.
There is no Spanish restaurant in Ukraine. Is there a reason why there's no Spanish restaurant in Ukraine?
Because hospitality missed out so far.
Is that the reason, or is that, or have they had one and it didn't work?
There is a huge, I haven't got the number here with me, but I'm happy to figure that out. There is a huge, you wouldn't say population, but amount of people from, for example, South America as well as Spain. They do have a similar cuisine. And for example, people go hard on Mexican food. And to a degree, the Spanish food is comparable with its ingredients and spices.
There is a Mexican restaurant there, isn't there?
Yes.
Mexican, there are two.
Yeah.
But no Spanish.
No.
And price is very reasonable, but she could still achieve such high profit. Actually, I love this
Is the
project.
menu up for discussion? Now, if I have 25%, can I give my input with regards to your menu and with regards to the pricing of your menu?
Yes.
So I can have a say in that.
You can give your input.
I give my input.
That's right.
Very elusive there, Dr.
I know, so basically,
I'm always up for impulses.
Yeah, but then I'm a little scared because if I give you a say, you take, no, bugger off, I'm not You know, okay, I'll take the risk. 250,000 to 25%. I'll take the risk.
So do I.
And please write the check. And now we have 10 minutes break and then we will start the chatting session. Yeah. So now from now on 10 minutes break for all you decide there on your side. Okay. So now chatting is officially finished and everyone has presented. So see you soon after the break.
Awesome, thank you very much. And guys, we are not having a break, our audience here, because right now I just would like to, the last person I would like to invite PIHMS Vietnam to come forward to give 1 minute comment, and then we can move on to the next session. And the rest of the team, can you please, Nga, please type the link back into the chat box that you guys can click onto there and take you back to our chat room, which you can write your own comments in there. And our host then will be waiting for you and to choose the best comment of the day at the value of $20. And now I'd like to invite PIHMS Vietnam come forward to give a comment. 1 minute only.
Okay, hi. So I think the presentation is very interesting because it is like the presenter said, it is the first Spanish establishment in New Zealand, and then it is also a very profitable idea because I guess during the post-COVID pandemic, when people get vaccinated, the tourists are very eager to go overseas, and the locals, they also want to like meet up and catch up with their friends and families. So yeah, I think this is a very good idea. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and hopefully Coach Dan will be listening to you and add you to the competition. So that everybody, while you're waiting, while you are doing your comments in the chat room, I would like to take this moment to introduce a very, very special guest, which I only learned about today because I wasn't quite sure if this special guest would be here today. And we are just so lucky and privileged. And I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce a very special person who has been always behind the connection between Vietnam and New Zealand. And I'd like to introduce our Vietnamese ambassador to New Zealand. He's here with us today to have a few words to all of our students and our school partners in Vietnam, New Zealand, and also students from all over the world as well. So Mr. Tạ Văn Thong, the Vietnamese ambassador, I would like you to unmute and also turn on to video and have a few words with us. And thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you, cô Nga. Thank you, PIHMS and PIHMS Vietnam for inviting me to attend and speak at this very interesting forum. So I think that this forum is also very meaningful to all of us since our activities, our life has been, disrupted by the deadly disease that is the COVID-19. And New Zealand's border remains closed, Vietnamese borders remain closed. That's why we could not, travel to each other. Even though, before COVID time, about 30,000 New Zealand people travel to Vietnam every day. And before COVID time, New Zealand was also the popular, venue for the Vietnamese students. And more Vietnamese students were coming to New Zealand that time to study here. And so suddenly the COVID outbreak, and it affected all of us, our life, and especially the students, those who wanted to come to New Zealand to study. So that's why I think that the event of this kind is very important. It means a lot to us. So it would help us to, to keep ourselves, the Vietnamese students and the New Zealand's higher education institutions and the Kiwi students, will keep us connected. And so this is also very important for especially, I think that this is very innovative program, the Kiwi Buddy program. I like the name of the program. Will help the Vietnamese students to get to know more about New Zealand and to help you to get yourself more prepared once you have the opportunity to travel to New Zealand to study. And because New Zealand, you know, is far away from Vietnam, you know, that Vietnam you have 100 million people, while New Zealand they only have 5 million people. And in Vietnam is the tropical and warm country, but in New Zealand it's very cold. You need to have your own warm clothes, say for example, and you do not have many, you know, that you don't see many people in the street like in Vietnam. So, but you still have a lot of friends, I'm sure. So I think that this is very important, and I hope that the Kiwi Party program will continue to expand to include more activities for the students from, especially from Vietnam, to have more friends from the Kiwi students in New Zealand. And I know that I have visited the PIHMS school, the Pacific International Hotel Management School in New Plymouth a couple of times before COVID time and even during the COVID time. And the last time I was there a couple of months ago, and I could see that a lot of energy from the teachers, from the students who have, you know, that worked very hard to get through these hardships, the difficult time, and to continue to keep the school operational and to provide the support for the students. And that time I was also very happy to attend the graduation ceremony for the students there. And I was also very proud that 65 students from Vietnam graduated that time. But now, you know, that I'm very sad now, a little bit sad now, because next year, I don't think that you have any students from Vietnam. It is very sad news for us, but therefore, I think that the online learning platform and the forum like this will have an important role to play next year and in a couple of years to come. And I hope that the New Zealand government will open the borders very soon. Hope that from next year, so that the Vietnamese students would be able to travel to New Zealand to study. So once again, I'd like to thank PIHMS Vietnam and PIHMS New Plymouth very much for your continued support given to the Vietnamese students, and through my visits to PIHMS in New Plymouth, and especially the active initiatives of the PIHMS and especially the PIHMS Vietnam, then I could see that the PIHMS school has a very strong commitments to support Vietnamese students. And you know that during my visit to New Plymouth, I was invited to some of the restaurants that the Vietnamese students, they are the manager there, and they offer me very good time enjoying the good food, good company with them. And so thank you very much. And I look forward to, to more activities of this kind in the future. And the Vietnamese embassy is based in Wellington. So if you have anything that we can be of help, just let us know. Thank you, Nga, and thank you all for your listening. And if you have any questions, yeah, do let me know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of all of the students here from Vietnam, New Zealand, and all of the institutions and schools who are here today, because we have probably around more than 10 schools and institutions in both countries, which is very privileged. And for me, I feel it's very, very privileged for you to spend time to be here with us today. I know that you've been very busy with all the meetings and all the have to find solution for a lot of things, but being here today and give us a special speech and messages to our students. I would like to say, express our gratitude and thank you very much, and wish you all the best. And hopefully we'll have more chance to do this for our students between New Zealand, Vietnam, and also I think we have some students from Cambodia as well. So,
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nga. Thank you, Nina. And see you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So if you
Bye-bye.
have time, you're welcome to stay behind and enjoy our Q&A session here. But thank you very much, and I hope
Okay.
to.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. All right, so everybody, so it was a very special message from our ambassador, and today it's I got the call from I called the ambassador and got the acceptance to attend our session today. So for me, it's a very a huge privilege. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and find this event is valuable for everybody. So now I would like to take 2 minutes to do a pause for our best business idea before we move to the next session of the Q&A. And if you guys can see it, it's on the screen and you can vote. And I was going to do single choice only, but because everyone's doing so well, so we are allowed to choose more than one candidate for the best business idea. So please go ahead, and everybody in the room, panelists and audience. So if you have any problem, please put in the check box and let me know. So you guys can see the question on the screen. Please vote for the best business ideas. So if you guys can get started now, and you can choose more than one. Yeah. So keep doing that, because all our presenters are back in the room, and we are going to have the Q&A session as well. Ngân was going to sing us a song, but I guess probably we just move a bit faster, and then Ngân will sing us a song towards the end of the program today.
Yeah.
So we have 50%. So if you guys try, and I will give you another minute, because I'm very excited to help you to engage with our presenters. And presenters, can you please raise your hands if I haven't promoted you to the panelists? And anyone from the attendees, if you would like to be promoted to the panelists, please raise your hand, because quite a lot of you declined. So I'm not sure if either you don't want or just press the wrong button. So please raise hand so I know who would like to be in, and I can promote you. Okay, so we have 63% and we still have a few more to go. If you haven't done so, please vote right in front of you. So now I'd like to attendees raise hands. Let me just, okay. So if you guys, I promote you to the panelists, but you have to accept. Cambridge High School, Cam Fraser. Okay, I read out your name so you know that I'm doing the request. Teresa, you too, right? All right. So the last 10 seconds to vote for our best business idea. Please do so. So I count from 10 to 1 and we finish and we end poll here. Now. Okay, 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to end, and we have 70% of the people voted today. So I'd like to end poll. Now, I think probably I'd like to invite Hạnh Ngân. I'd like to share result now because we have a few other sessions as well. So if Hạnh Ngân is going to announce the best business idea. Are you ready, Hạnh Ngân?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I shared the result on the screen now, so you guys all can see that. So take it away, Hạnh Ngân.
Okay.
Would you like to announce?
So yeah, I would gladly like to announce the best business idea, which has 70% of the vote, is Kai Gordon with the Marble Cow Cocktail Bar and Restaurant. So congratulations, Kyle.
Wow, congratulations, Kyle. Are you there? Would you like to say a few words? Love to cowboy the outfit today.
Yeah.
Would you like to say something?
I don't know what to say.
Sorry guys, in New Zealand, we in level 2, so when we in together in the same room, we have to follow the rules, so that's why the guys have to wear the mask.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay. Hi, would you like to say something?
Honestly, I don't have anything else to say to you. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, congratulations and thank you everybody. I believe that all of you did very well today and love the business idea, and we got a lot of questions coming in and a lot of people wanted to chat to you guys. So now I'd like to let Hạnh Ngân to take over because she got all the questions, and everyone, if you would like to ask questions, please unmute and please turn your video on as well, because it's when we are trying to engage together. And also our audience, remember, we are going to vote for the best question, right? So our coach Dan will be here listening to you guys, and he will choose the best question, which you are going to be win for the prize at the value of $20 New Zealand dollars or 300,000 Vietnam dong, sponsored by me and ZI Focus. All right, let's get started. Hạnh Ngân, take over.
Okay, I have a lot of questions right here. So I've put it all on a Word document. So would it be okay if I just share screen so that's easier for everyone to follow?
I think probably the best way is that you know the question and invite that person to come forward and speak up. So that way we can engage as well.
I feel like the questions are like really long. There are so many questions.
Oh, really?
So
So
I think it would be better if we put it on screen so that everyone can actually like follow and people can answer from there. Would it be okay?
Yeah, but I think probably the best way is for our audience to be able to speak as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay, then I would say here in my list I have Lê Thế Công. So are you here? Lê Thế Công. Can you, if you can turn on your mic, then I have 3 of your questions. No, like 4. I think I have 4 of your questions here.
So ask one question, then we move to the next person, and then we can rotate that way.
Okay, so he has 4 questions for presenter number 3, 4, and 2. And I think the longest one is for presenter number 2. So yeah, you can proceed on to choose whatever question you would like to ask.
I would like to ask Sri one. I want to ask you that if you build a bar, would make a lot of money, but it's illegal. You know, drinking wine is not good for health, but you still build a bar.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that.
Can you ask your question again, please?
And would you like to help? You got the question in front of you. Can you chime in and help?
It's a different question from what he submitted, though.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I would probably
read
just send the
out.
question in the chat box.
Yeah, you can read it out. Read
Okay.
one question on his behalf.
So this is I've sent into the chat box his questions for and he is planning to ask number 3, Cal. So you can choose either the first question or the second question. So number 3 is for you, Cal. Just choose yeah, whatever question you would like to answer.
The cowboy theme was maybe miscommunicated. The theme of the restaurant was, well, the name of it was the Marble Cow, and the name of it only came from inspiration from, I was downstairs in the marketing office, and some of my friends were helping me come up with the name of it. And honestly, it was just a silly thing. It came out of nowhere. What do you think I should name my business? How about the Marble Cow? And we looked on top of the shelf, and there was a marble cow out there. And I said, done, that's it. And I had this costume in my cupboard, so it kind of went with it. This is not planned. All the drinks that we have on the menu, they are handcrafted. So there will be a menu with various different ingredients inside it that you can choose from. Or you go to the bar and you say, hey, I want a drink. I like this flavor. I like this flavor. What do you got for me? The different ingredients that we have in the bar are not often found in New Zealand. So 2 suppliers that we have, one is Frucor Suntory, one is Hancock's Beer, Wine and Spirits Merchant. So the alcohol that we get is premium, whereas the Frucor Suntory providers, they give us a lot of mixers that non-alcoholic, but they're not found very often in New Zealand. Think like fruit juice and 7-Up kind of thing. So they're not very common, which will result in a bunch of cocktails and opportunities for people to try things they never had before. So it's all staff training. It's all the bartenders that are here in the business. They will have the opportunity to learn themselves and to play, and then they can find something for a customer that satisfies everyone.
Thank you, Kyle. I just see another really funny question here from Cambridge High School. The Marble Cow is the same for you, right? What is the cost of the outfit of an ex-office building?
Yeah. Purchase an office building. I don't know about that, but I have in my report somewhere the rent. Give us a moment. Here it is. So how it costs out. Maybe it's not in there. It wasn't in there. You know where it is?
Sorry. Well, the reason I want to know is so that you know how much it costs, because then I could do my office the same, change it into a bar. So I want to know how much it would cost.
I could probably hire your office building. Is that what you're telling me? Or
yeah, how much is your?
Okay, $57,600 per year for rent.
What about the conversion from an office to a bar? You know, you've got to fit out the shop, so you've got the lighting, you've got to pull out, you've got to build all the furniture and everything.
Yeah, so I've got that written down here actually. So all of the startup costs I have come to $76,000. I don't know how they read that, but that breaks down all the different segments. So interior design alone is $80,000. Whereas furniture and fire and kitchen equipment is all broken down in much more detail at the bottom of the report. And that includes a whole variety of different things. Not sure how you can see that.
And at the same time, panelists, I would like you to look at the question in the Q&A box as well. And if any of the question you would like to type and answer to those questions, that would be good, because we have quite a few around here. So, and the time is kind of limited. So I just would like to make sure that everyone get a chance to get the question, and the audience can have one, the one question can cover all others as well. So firstly, if you can check in the Q&A and answer some of the question, and if not, then we'll choose something else as well. All right, and now to the next question. Ken Saigon would like to come forward, because I see Hạnh can type in the box, and I can put the name. Yeah. So Ken Saigon would like to unmute yourself and ask a question?
Actually, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I just saw some, something you put on her presentation slide. That is a question. What the flavor did you like? This might be the question that the bartender asked the customer. I mean the guest when they come there. So I assume that it is a custom service which is very different and creative to each individual in a limited opening times of the bar. So how can you manage to provide that service with the maximum capacity and of course to gain the maximum profits?
When we're at max capacity, which would be 50 people at one time, we would aim to have 2 bartenders, even 3 on at the same time. So it is a very much personalized service, you're right. But what we don't consider is a cocktail will only take a minute to make, and they'll take 5+ to drink it. So I'm just reading the question in the chat box at the same time. It's all about guest interaction. There is a pre-made menu they can choose from, or if they'd like to, they can come to us and say, hey, I like this, hey, I like that. What can you make for me? We fully expect our staff to be able to cope with that kind of thing because of the training that they are provided with. I'm not going to just hire high school students. That's not what we're about. We have to hire the best of the best from around the country. And so hopefully people that already have experience in the field. We would hire based on soft skills and willingness to learn compared to the hard skills that they already have, because hard skills can be retrained. However, the duty manager and the bar manager, which I fill and someone else that's below me, we are the 2 people that run the bar and have the most experience while we're training up 2 other bar attendants in order to take our roles.
So thank you very much, and thank you, Kyle. And now I just I hope that you're happy with the answer. And if I will ask the presenters that the rest of the question, if we can't cover it today because of our time limit, so I'd like to post it into the Q&A in our platform, and hopefully our presenter will just move over later on after the presentation and answer the question as well. So now I'd like to invite Huỳnh to go to have the second question, like for the second presenter. Huỳnh would like to take it away.
Okay, so I've submitted in the chat box a question from Stephen for presenter number 2. So please read it through. So Stephen, I think I saw your questions on, it's probably on the comment place or in the chat box. So whoever is Stephen that submitted your question for presenter number 2, please turn on your mic and ask your questions. Is Stephen here?
Stephen, are you here? If not, Huỳnh would like to read it out for me, please.
Okay, so the question is, since this is a smaller business, how do you plan to cover the cost gap compared to Countdown? So your business is the grocery, I think the boutique grocery, yes.
So with Countdown, their average spend for a household of 2 is approximately the same as ours. They're a little bit more expensive because they import their groceries through I'd say Bidfood and other suppliers and other wholesalers that is outside of New Plymouth. What we're focused on is locally, organically sourced foods, produce, which is why we're able to compete with Countdown, being such a big franchised grocery store compared to standalone grocery store. We have that unique selling point to such a high target market who has an income above 50K.
Thank you. So Thiện Nhi, would you like to ask the presenter number 1 your question? I think Thiện Nhi is here.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so congrats on finishing your presentation pretty good. So your topic is housekeeping. So it's a great idea, but it seems like it depends on the human mainly. So what would you do if your staff, your housekeepers are going to commit a crime, like they stole something, or when they accidentally like ruin the household facility, like the laundry or the stove or something? So yeah, that's my question. Thank you.
Yes. The company will have insurance. So the insurance will be covering any breakage cost. But for the crime, usually we do have a police clearance test that we will take before we take a job. So I will get a police clearance test before to make sure the person don't have any history with any crimes. And usually in New Zealand, the crime rate is very low. So we don't expect anyone to commit a crime at the workplace, but the police check will be the first option. And yes, and also we can check the reference as well, from the place they worked previously. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I hope you are happy with that.
And then we have, yes, two people would have a similar question. It's basically the same. So they ask, do you have, for presenter 5, do you have any contingency plans if your business has to shut down due to COVID?
And that is one of your.
We are prepared for doing contactless delivery. Can I say? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, contactless. Yeah.
Okay, so number 4 is actually a question of mine that I would like to ask. So for presenter 4, do you have like delivery services? Like, are you going to use services from other businesses? Like, are you going to collaborate with them? Like, for example, Uber Eats, etc. Because when I was in New Zealand, the shipping and delivery services is not as common or as easy as we do here in Vietnam. And I think with the COVID situation going on, it's really necessary to have that. Or are you going to have your own delivery team? Like, are you going to focusing on attracting like Asian who are already familiar with Sri Lankan food? Or are you going to use marketing to actually educate Kiwis to actually be more interested in your food? Like, who is your targeted customer?
Actually, we open up for all of them. Like, we don't focus into one group. So we will open up for Uber Eats and other people who are doing the delivery services. So it is open for everybody. So anybody can make
continue, please. Sorry.
So anybody can make a booking online and order over the phone and make the orders and just do the contactless delivery from the restaurant.
Okay. So do you think like everyone who are not like familiar with Sri Lankan food, like, are you going to have like campaigns or anything to actually attract them? Like, are you going to attract like new customer who hasn't tried Sri Lankan food? Because as you said, there isn't many Sri Lankan like restaurant there, right? So how are you going to attract them to actually come and try for people who hasn't tried it before and do not know what it is?
Yeah, actually, we give special offers like for the weekends and days like special offers with the limited people, but not for all the meals, like limited selection of the menu for the special lower rate. So they can just keep on trying that. It's a very reasonable price we are trying to give them. So if they like, they can go ahead and then keep on coming back over and over again.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
We have a lot more questions. So do you think we have time?
We can have a couple more questions. Don't you think, presenters? What do you think?
Yeah.
I know it's hard, but you are the boss here, so.
I think that we are here because this is only off hours, because it's more than usually we finish the class at 4:50. It's already 5:10. So
sorry, I can't hear clearly.
You're on your own.
Hello.
So, yeah. So usually our time here, the class finished at 4:50, and now we are late for 20 minutes. So students need to go now. So therefore, please, we need to vote or finish up so that they can leave because they finished up. Yeah. The our presenters. Yeah.
Okay. So what we will do is that, is there any question that we haven't covered at all? So we can we just ask the last question if we have anything left?
I think we have all the 5 presenters already. So maybe the
Yeah,
best
okay.
option is I'll send in a full list of the
Yeah.
question that is submitted in today for each one of them. And then the judges can maybe see it later and vote it later so that you guys
Yeah.
can be
Yeah,
back
okay.
into class. So that will be easier.
Yeah, so I will create another room, a space in our platform for us to do that. So,
Yes.
so the best business idea, sorry, the best question will be done later on online. Once we get all the best question, all the question into the platform. And now that we've done the best business idea, so I think probably if the presenter, if you we also have another poll that if the audience would like to do right now, because it has to be live. So I would like to take a couple more minutes just to do this poll, if you don't mind. So the audience, we have 51 people left in the room right now. If you would be able to vote for me, the best presenter, then we'll have the result before our presenters have to go home. So I'd like to launch. And you guys, if you can spend a couple of minutes and type in here for us, that would be awesome.
Vote, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is on their performances, like their speaking and body language, etc. So yeah.
Yeah, and also when the presenter has to go, because it's at school, so when it's past the time, they have to lock up. So the audience, we still can stay for another 10 or 15 minutes because we have few other important things to do as well. Like I'll invite Coach Dan to have a few words to see if he has chosen any best comments yet. So at least we can get a prize out for the audience. And other announcement that will be made by Huỳnh as well, and our new program. So guys, if you can complete this one for me, that would be
Submit
awesome.
your vote, guys. Half of you guys submitted.
Yeah,
Please continue to vote.
In the meantime, when the audience is voting, so here from the BIM side, we want to declare the prize winner for the best business plan. So this belongs to Eileen. Okay, so Eileen, the best plan. So
Really?
that's, yeah, so congratulations to Eileen. And this is not about presentation, but actually this is about the hard work of our student here. You can see this in my hand. There are 5 thick business plan. What you hear today is just very short discussion about this. 5 minutes cannot even show you how much hard work. And this is the projects, real projects, applied one that they have done so far for 10 weeks program. And every week they spend 12 hours, 6 hours during the class and 6 hours at home. So you just imagine this. And yes, they all were so excellent and very good. Actually, this is the first year that I have probably the highest average mark for the class. Now, and the winner was based on probably the highest marks. All of them are excellent, I can tell you. But there is probably a small gap in the difference in the marks. So this is the best one. Okay, so congratulations to Eileen. And to show you just briefly, it's how it is. And it should be, we mean this one, we test the hard skill as well. So in terms of all the topic that we got here is, you can see this is all that they did. Just quickly for you to see. So from the executive summary to business overview, then their strategies, staff planning, management team, market research, then even competitor analysis, SWOT, asset plan and business appraisal. Then they do financial planning, profit and losses. They do break-even analysis, and even 3 financial statements they need to design. So this is a level 8 program. So they have done this within 10 weeks program. So all of them are good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Nina Ryan, and to the audience. In order to have this event today, firstly I'd like to thank Dr. Nina Ryan for behind everything to connect us and to share a part of the exam at PIHMS. It's real exam, guys, so it's very quality with our audience, our Vietnamese students, our partners. And for me, it's a privilege to be able to run this program for you guys from our end, Kiwi Buddy team, and Dr. Nina Ryan, together with Kyle, to put together as a part of the Kiwi Buddy program. And also, like, thanks to PIHMS management and PIHMS teachers and all the sharks today. We even have like deans of academics and all other senior lecturers. Not often we have this happening. So thanks to Nina and all the presenters as well for doing such awesome job today. Hopefully, if it wasn't because of the technology in the beginning, it would have been extremely perfect. But otherwise, everything is so well. And the students, they started sending feedback to me, and I already received emails from people to say excellent presentation. And I just my heads off to you and thank you very much. And I know that PIHMS had to lock up now, and you guys stay behind like after very hard work in the exam week. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of the team and everyone, the audience and the students from Vietnam, New Zealand, and all our partners today. So thank you. So hopefully we will catch up with you guys, and we will announce the best presenter. So 72% now. So before you go, I would like to take 1 minute to invite Hạnh to share with you to announce the best presenter today. So I am going to end the poll, and Hạnh, would you like to?
Yes. Okay. So yes.
To share
so,
the result now. There you are.
Yes. The best presenter is Cal with 79%. They must be loving the cowboy outfits then. So yeah, congrats to you guys. Great business idea, great presentation. And I wish I could read through all of your plans because I appreciate that hard work so much. So yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, so thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everybody, and congratulations to Kyle. And everybody, you are excellent today. I'd like to give you all the prizes from myself and from NZI Focus. And thank you very much for being here today and being such awesome people and sharing your expertise to our students, high school and university. So for us, it's overwhelming. It's just a beautiful presentation and the cast, Shark Tank from you guys. And so thank you from our part, and hopefully we'll be able to see you again soon. And thank you, Nina.
So from our side, we also would like to thank you for listening to our presentation. So this is our first time to do this broadcasting. And if for any technical issues that we try to do better, if next time have like
yeah, we'd love to have next time if you allow us to be a part of.
Yeah, that is PIHMS. We will try to have and
yes.
So thank myself personally. I need to thank even our students, because I forgot even to tell you that in the morning they also have another exam, which is also oral with Mr. Cookie Cutter Shark. Yeah. So, tomorrow as well. Oh, okay. So they had today too. So, and they still survive these sharks. Okay.
Yeah, I will have to think of something special for all the presenters today. So yeah, we'll keep talking and see what would be special for you guys.
Okay, you think and inform us. Thank you very much.
Yes, I love you guys, and thank you very much for what you have done for us.
Thank you, and have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you. I let you go now. And all right. So now, thank you, Hạnh for taking over the Q&A session, and now we are going to the audience. We still have a few more minutes together. If you're not too hungry, in New Zealand it's after 5, and in Vietnam, then everywhere else, I believe that it's past lunch time. So now, before we get to the next one, would you like Hạnh to sing us a song now to chill, or would you like us to go to the next, leave it until the last minute?
Probably leave it until the last minute. I think just go through with everything and maybe sing and then goodbye.
Yeah,
that will be better.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And now I'm sure that the audience are you guys waiting for the prize for the best comments. I'm not sure where our coach Dan is at in terms of judging all the comments in our chat room. If you are still here, Dan, would you like to come forward and speak to us? But while waiting for Dan, I just would like to share with you a little bit about Dan's background. We are very, very privileged. I can't believe that how lucky we are all here, because Dan is the professional in accounting, taxes, and he held several senior leadership position in Canada at multinational companies like the Big Four, and also he's the founder of his own accounting firm as well. What makes me really feel very privileged is that he's very passionate about young people and helping people to be successful in their life and their career. That he shared the same vision and the passion with me. So that's why he has been spending quite a lot of time on our Kiwi Buddy just the last few days. Now he would like to share his expertise, his experience to help our Kiwi Buddy. And also we are going to launch a new project, which will be coached by Dan as well. So if you are still here, I'd like to invite you to the screen and say hello to everybody, and also announce the winner of the best comment.
Sure. So thanks a lot for the introduction. It's appreciated. I'm actually really delighted I ran into this group and I joined it. It's a true pleasure to work with you, especially as you mentioned, we share the same vision and ideals, and we're both so entrenched in helping young kids achieve anything they want to achieve. I think that's really admirable. As for the comments, so I've gone through them, and there's quite a few on there that are really good, but one that just stood out more than the rest. And I'm going to pronounce this name wrong, so I'm going to apologize in advance. But the best comment is going to go to Jiachi Pen for the comment about presenter number 3. I just thought he was really well thought out. It was really laid out, and there was a lot of material there, and why he felt so positive about it. So that's the comment I'm going to go with.
Would you like to read it out for everybody to listen to that? Because right now we don't know. They'd love to know which one is the winner. So if you don't mind to read it out and share with us.
Sure, I can certainly read it out. The comment goes like this. This presenter is the best presenter so far. He has 3 total aspects that make me feel this way and makes me want to invest in his business. First of all, he displayed incredible confidence, humor, and he dressed the part. This was displayed immediately as he started his speech with a joke that made the judges laugh while also displaying how much confidence he possesses. While most of the presenters wore things like suits and normal clothing, this presenter decided to lean into his company name, wearing a kind of cowboy dress and bringing a marble cow, leaning into his company name again. He made the sharks laugh continuously and definitely connected with the judges via humor as well. In conclusion, his display of incredible confidence, humor, and his commitment to make his presentation work by dressing the part made me want to invest in his business. Second of all, he used language technique very well to convince the judges to invest in his business. He used many rhetorical questions, hyperbole, and understatements to get the judges and me to think a certain way in our brain. These language techniques definitely made me think phrases such as, yeah, he's right, or why not? He also made use of good hand gestures to convince the sharks. Thirdly, he made a very interesting presentation. The presentation used graphs very well. He used many photos and gave me a clear understanding of what his business is all about. The quality of the presentation is astounding and definitely convinced me to want to invest in this bar. Overall, he was funny, well-prepared, and clever contestant. I wish him the best of luck for the future.
Wow. Wow, such an effort. I can understand now. It's awesome, and thank you very much for that. And also thanks to the winner as well. We will say congratulations to you with a certificate. And also, if you are in Vietnam, the prize will be 300,000 Vietnam dong to go into your bank account. Contact me. And also, if you are somewhere in New Zealand, it will be 20 New Zealand dollars to your bank account as well. But Hạnh Ngân, who's doing all of the designing for us, will send you a certificate as a winner today. So yeah, and thank you very much, Dan. And before we finish this, would you like to give some tips to the students, like 1 minute tips? Like, what would you like to share with the students today? Like, because you witnessed everything, so what would be the message that you would like to share with the students?
So I guess in the context of this, in terms of viewers, the biggest tip I would give someone is to notice the instructions given out. So for instance, the questions were supposed to go in the chat box and the comments were supposed to go on the platform, right? And it just gives you sort of an understanding of, if you try to intermix them, then things sort of get lost somewhere, right? So I would say that following instructions, and honestly, like, for everyone to just contribute, it's the only way to learn, right? So if you feel shy or you feel unprepared, or maybe you think your English is not good enough, it doesn't matter. You should still participate and take advantage. And worst case is your comment or question doesn't get picked the best. Best case, you win. So I think that the more you contribute, the more you participate, the better it becomes for everyone, including yourself.
That's awesome, and thank you very, very much for that. And just now, I'm sure that everyone would like to know who the winner is. If the winner is still here, would you like to unmute yourself? And if you identify that quote is from you, that message, that comment is you, can you please unmute yourself and say hello to everybody and you have 1 minute.
Hello everyone. I
Hi,
guess
that's
I'm the winner for this competition. I think all the presenters did very well, and all the comments in the comment sections were well thought out. I definitely did not win the question, the best question, because I didn't even answer a question. So that's still up in the air. Everybody still has a chance to win. And I think everyone did a good job.
Lovely, and thank you. So you're from Auckland Grammar School. Congratulations. Lovely. So $20 New Zealand dollars will go into the bank account, and we'll do that after the event. And after Hạnh Ngân completes the certificate for you, and congratulations, and thanks to Auckland Grammar School, Misuk, and for helping the student and bringing the student into this program today. So thank you very much. And now I'd like to invite Dan again. Would you like to announce about the new program that we're going to conduct as of now?
Sure. So after a lot of discussion back and forth, we came up with a new program which we thought would be beneficial to a lot of students. And there's really sort of two parts to it. One is going to focus on personal finance, how to understand it, financial literacy, budgeting, how to save money, how to be able to spend money where you want to without sort of going in a hole or anything like it. And the second part will focus sort of more on along the lines of the Shark Tank game theory, which is more on startups and how to create the presentations that you've seen in terms of the money side of things, especially.
Yes, and the next step will be leading to real projects, but it will be sometimes about the track, but we just have to get the step one started first. But whoever is interested in personal finance, budgeting, the startup, and then later on introducing like everything that you need to start up a business. So Dan and myself and the other coaches will be in together to help you guys as well. So thank you, Dan, again for helping us. So now I'd like to invite Hạnh Ngân, who has been working very, very hard, tirelessly the last few days to design all of the presentation for us and work with the team to bring this on nicely for everybody. And Hạnh Ngân, would you like to come forward and announce about our new program for Kiribati? Not program, but new celebration for Kiribati.
Yes.
And also would love to hear a song because we need a break. We enjoy it, but I'm sure that we're all hungry. And before you guys go, right, don't forget to go to our chat platform and share your thoughts on the event today. What do you think about event today? What can we do better if you enjoy it? Please do so and share with us. That's the only way that we can do a better event and more valuable for you guys. So now, Hạnh Ngân, back to you.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for hosting this event and for our co-host PIHMS, which sadly has to go a bit early. And for this Kiwi Buddy events series, we are planning to do it every month. We try to get like new subject every month, a new topic every month for you guys. And I think it would be better if we have a like a celebration slash kind of like a what we say, like a catch up event every month. Oh no, every quarter. So we can see go through the topics to see what we can improve on, what we liked, what new ideas do you guys want. And yeah, it's basically a place for every partners of each event to actually go in, and you guys can meet new friends and you guys can learn from others. And I think that's great because we're having more and more partners with us through every event. And I think it's great that students from different schools, both in Vietnam and New Zealand, get the chance to connect and learn from each other. So yeah, each quarter we will have a Kiwi Buddy, how do we say it? A Kiwi Buddy, maybe we'll find a name for it. But yes, each quarter there will be a day that we can sit down, and celebrate what we did through the last quarter. So yeah, really excited for that to happen. And we can maybe bring our food and just sit there, have like a virtual like party, and then we can all maybe sing or read some stories, whatever. It will be cool and fun, I hope.
Yeah, and I'm sure that under your initiatives, it will be very fun, and it's only going to get better, guys, because we love it. We love doing this for you guys, and we learn a lot ourselves as well. So yeah, let's before then, until then, we have weekly catch up to practice English on at 3 p.m. Vietnam time and 8 p.m. New Zealand every Sunday. And if we have any changes, we'll let you know. So if whoever wants to practice your speaking English, come on board and go to our platform. You will find the link to the event, and then click going. You are welcome to share to anyone, to moms or dads, to parents, grandparents, to friends, all young teachers, everybody welcome because it's free and run by Trâm Hoang, who is PIHMS Vietnam events manager, and also with the support of myself, Huỳnh, Dan, Craig from Cambridge High School, and everyone. And last time it was awesome. Our first event was awesome, and Curti, like you were here today, and so everyone. And I think that it will going to be better, and come and practice English every Sunday online with us. Yeah, and please just don't forget, like, share your thoughts on the platform, and that's the only way that to know that you enjoy and appreciate what we are doing, as well as we appreciate you by giving you much better events. It's getting better every time, I hope. All right. So before we go, and we have our partner here, like from Hoa Sen, would you like to unmute yourself and say a few words with us? Because Hoa Sen, second corner from Hoa Sen University, has been doing the last all of the events for Kiwi Buddy as well. So we thank you very much, you and your team, to come here today. Would like to say a few words to us?
Hello, do you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, Aman, and it's a really an honor to be here today, and I mean I learned a lot from the presenters, and also this program really education. Like, I really like this, and I hope we have more chance to create more meaningful events. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, we can't find the right words to say thanks to you because you've been working very hard, the same as Kyle and Craig, that to help us here today, because we learn new skills every time. So now today that I can see on the screen, Craig's still here with us. So would you like to unmute yourself and say hello to everybody? Craig, unmute, please.
Find the right button. Hello, everyone. So I'm also on the Kiwi Buddy, the blog. So every Tuesday and Thursday, try and read the blog about New Zealand English.
Awesome, and thank you. We've seen you working very hard, and every Tuesday and Thursday something comes out. So if you guys want to know about New Zealand English or New Zealand culture, please check your posts on Tuesday and Thursday from Craig. And thank you very much for being supporting like all of the programs in Kiwi Buddy. Yeah. So now let me see from FS School, FPT School. Is that right? Are you still here? If you would like to unmute yourself and say hello to everybody.
I'm here. I'm still here.
Awesome.
Yeah. So hello everyone. Well, after this debate, after this, I feel like I learned a lot of things from investment, business, even though I'm just 15 and I don't actually know much thing about economic stuff, but I still want to experience the new things, and I think this is a good chance for Vietnamese and New Zealand to connect and to have a chance to communicate better, and I think we will have a better relationship together. Yeah.
Awesome, lovely. I love to hear that, and thank you. You started at 15, so I'm sure that you will become very successful if you keep following your passion. So thank you. And anyone else from Ban Mai that stay here, like PDD? Okay, that's the FPT school, right? Okay. Anyone else from Ban Mai or King's High School that are here today and still with us? All right. If you are here, just unmute yourself, right? I'd like to hear from you, and I'm sure everyone else as well. So now, PIHMS Vietnam, would you like to say something for everybody? PIHMS Vietnam? Trâm Ngân, are you there? All right. So I think, yeah, we've done all what we needed today, and we love to do that with you guys. So now that is kind of late, and to conclude this event, I'd like to invite Ngân to take over and sing us a song, and then we can all chill with our evening in the afternoon in Vietnam.
Okay. I think everyone must be like super hungry right now. So maybe to end this, I'm gonna just sing a part of this song from a friend of mine, Renz Evans. I think you guys know it if you guys are in Vietnam. You guys probably know him with this latest song, Thích Em Hơi Nhiều. So I'm just gonna sing like a part of it, like the chorus. You guys can be in your own room, sing along if you guys know the song, and then we can all go to lunch or dinner if you're in New Zealand. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
It's just gonna be like super short, but yeah, sing along if you guys want to.
Don't be too short.
Well, I guess everyone is hungry.
Well,
Chỉ
they still want to
cần
relax.
ngồi với em chút thôi được không? Nhìn vào đôi mắt em, thấy sao một thế giới màu hồng. Dù môi đang cách nhau một chút, nhưng mà vì anh chưa muốn phiêu dù thích em hơi nhiều. Chỉ cần ngồi với em chút thôi được không? Nhìn vào đôi mắt em, thấy sao một thế giới màu hồng. Dù môi đang cách nhau một chút, nhưng mà vì anh chưa muốn phiêu dù thích em hơi nhiều. So yeah, that's the
Wow,
part.
awesome. Thank you very much. If you guys like that, just clap your hands too. Awesome, love it.
Remember to create a Kiwi Buddy account. You can download the Road to Success app and join the Kiwi Buddy Club so that you guys get notified of our weekly and monthly events. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, download our app available on the App Store and Google Play. So it's there, and we'll get connected with regardless where you are. And hopefully you guys will help us to build this community stronger by inviting your friends, people of interest, people want to improve their skill, want to have networking with the international friends, want to learn from our coaches and friends all over the world. So please share with your friends and family and anyone you can think of, and share and share and share. So we'd love to have more of you so we can have a lot more exciting activities. All right, so thank you very much, everybody, and thank you all the partners and all the friends and all of the students, and especially today, thanks to our ambassador of Vietnam. We are so privileged to have him here today because he's just extremely busy. So guys, have good evening and good afternoon in Vietnam, and see you this Sunday on our Kiwi Buddy weekly catch-up on the topic trim and passion. All right, see you everybody, and thank you, Hạnh Ngân.
Thank you.
Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, Greg. Everybody, and lovely. Thank you. See you. Bye.